before I get into this, just really quick think. Raise your hand if you learned what Subathon was in the last 30 days. About 6 months, or a year, or even 5 years. If you are, like me, right around here, this big spike at 100 is when you learned what a subathon was in 2021. That was back when Ludwig did his subathon. Started out pretty normally. Like he said, it was only planned to
be able to do the tech rehearsal for Hive Mind, or maybe
it was only really planned to be for a few days. Look at this, 24-hour stream. He had never done one, decided to do.
I had this huge stream planned for when I got back, where I would be live for 24 hours straight, something I never came close to doing before. But because of the appendectomy, I wasn't feeling too good, so I delayed it for a few days, until Sunday. But I decided to do something a little bit different than a 24-hour stream. Let me explain.
And that's how he started his subathon. He'd been gone for a little bit. This was long before he was the big CEO of a couple companies, one that shut down. Decided that he wanted to do something with his community that was fun, and did a subathon because he'd never streamed for 24 hours and thought maybe we can do it and it'll be funny and I'll have to, all that. Let's cut now to present day, 2025. When we look up subathon, everyone knows what it is. The largest subathon here. Emily CC holds the world record for the longest subathon, having been live streaming uninterrupted for over 3 years. 3 years. 3 years uninterrupted, because every single month, people's subs become renewable, and if you don't put a set stop timer, like Ludwig had to do, because he also reached the very end. If you don't set that, basically a stop timer, because subs will be resetting at the end of every single month, you don't have to accrue new subs. They'll just keep on getting recycled. And I think, you can hate me, you can disagree, I think that removes the, not sanctity, but what makes it special. The difference between something like what Emily does, and don't get me wrong, I respect it, that's hard, I couldn't do that. But the difference is, this was not supposed to set records. This was not supposed to be a month long. This was spontaneous. This just happened. And if we look at what subathons are now, of course, we have the Mafiathon.
Yeah.
Kai Cenat. Actively, openly talking about going for world records, wanting to be the top. He's probably going to do it. I mean, it's day 21. We're at 651,000 subs. And it's crazy. The amount that's changed. Just feels like there's a little bit that's different, in wanting to do something for your community that's pretty small because you've never done it before, and doing something specifically just for money. We can even take a look here at all the channels, and this is just searching by the tag subathon. And it's kind of crazy. birthday subathon, 1,000-day celebration. It's crazy how much it has changed. Um, I think I think there's good. I think there's bad. I think the good is that to do a good subathon, you have to be really dedicated to what you're doing. You have to care about your viewers. You have to care about your content. You have to prepare a lot, put a lot of work into it. I think the bad is, honestly, when you have multimillionaires that are openly trying to make millions of dollars in a month and doing the same old thing that they normally would. They're just not turning the camera off for a month. End of the day, I don't think subathons are obviously going to go anywhere. They generate huge amounts of revenue, not just for the streamer, but for the platform. They provide literally nonstop content until the streamer hits the stop streaming button. Um, I just think that sometimes we need to slow down and think about why. Um, a really big thing I've taken away from what I've learned in the past is that the medium is the message. And if the medium is the subathon, which exists just to make subs, then what matters more to the streamer? The content of what they are doing and their community, or their paycheck? Thank you. Bye. Thank you. Thank you. Bye.